food addiction, I want to talk about what does it really mean to be present. Because what I've found is that most people, if they stop to notice the different types of thoughts that are going through their head, what they are going to really come to realize if they examine what these thoughts are really about, they're going to realize that most of the time we are living in the past. Now, wait a minute. I don't mean that we're living in the past because we're thinking about something in the past. And yes, when we're thinking about something in the past, then we're clearly living in the past. However, I'm talking about something else. I'm talking about the fact that most of the thoughts that we have in the present, when we're not thinking about the past, are actually generated based on our past experiences. And so in this sense, we are living in the past. We are not being fully present because we are not able to have thoughts that are based on now time. Our thoughts are generated based on our past experiences. So these are thought patterns that form because of those experiences, and then they keep getting repeated. But until we really start to observe our mind and examine these thoughts, we are in a bit of a delusion because we really don't realize that we are not living in present time. We are, because of the nature of our thoughts, we are living in past time. So what do we really need to do to live in present time, to truly be present, as we say? And so what we need to truly be present, there's different things, but in the sense of what I'm explaining about the nature of our thoughts, we need to unlearn these pattern ways of thinking. We need to then learn ways of thinking that are based on just present conscious choice of how we want to think and how we want to feel. And then there's higher levels of this where we then work on opening up to receive wisdom so that our thoughts aren't actually being generated by our ego in the present, by being threatened, by wanting to just achieve selfishness. So there's levels upon levels, but we have to start by liberating ourselves from these thoughts, this state of unconsciousness that is really keeping us somewhere other than right here and right now. And then once we begin that, then we can really start to peel away the layers of the ego that then cause other thoughts that are not quite based on the truth. And so this is just a process. It takes time, but there are very clear tools that we can use to unlearn these thoughts. And the first practice that you all can do is just to begin to cultivate awareness, just to begin to watch your mind, watch your thoughts. And in the beginning, this actually can be a little bit excruciating for people because until they have the tools to unlearn, it can be even more painful because we're even more aware of these thoughts that are causing us to suffer and that have been causing us to suffer for so long, and that then cause us to go into these patterns of overeating and blaming others and distracting ourselves and whatever it is. But it is so important. We really cannot truly move forward and truly step into our power until we gain this awareness. So starting by watching your thoughts, this can be done in meditation, but it can just be done throughout your day if you consciously make a decision that you're going to watch your thoughts. For just set a timer and do it for 5 minutes. Now, the last thing I want to say is that what is really incredible about embarking on this journey of increasing the awareness, but it doesn't stop there, and that's why meditation doesn't always work to transform us, because we're not getting to these deeper tools of transformation and rewiring. So keep that in your mind, that if you're doing this observing of your thoughts, just please keep in your mind that there is a higher goal that you're working towards. It's not just about observing the thoughts. What I wanted to say is that what starts to happen when a person becomes more aware of their thoughts, and then they begin to have the tools to unlearn these pattern ways of thinking and feeling, they actually start to be able to accomplish incredible things in their life. They start to be able to change their reality. And what comes as a shock to most people is that they no longer really need to have to heal everything from their past. And that's a big misconception that a lot of people get into. They get into thinking that they have to fix everything and heal everything in order to get to where they want to be. And so it's holding them back. And so what I want to say here is that no, that's not something that a person needs to be holding over themselves, and that actually we really can become a master of these principles without needing to feel like we need to heal everything and fix everything and go back and process. So that is so important. I really want you to really get that you can move forward and that it doesn't have to be about fixing everything. So watching the thoughts, and then comes all of these powerful techniques to unlearn the thoughts. So I am here. I offer a free breakthrough call for any of you who really want to break through to a new way of being, to a new way of thinking and feeling, and ending your food addiction, really transforming your health. You can sign up by clicking on the link below if you want to book a call so we can talk about what's really going on and how you can move forward in reclaiming your health, your power, all these things. Have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon.